So, YouTube.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
It's me in the
television
bucket,
screens.
back with
What
another
horrible
Stanley
secret did this
adventure.
place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Thank you, bucket.
Was the bucket
I
under the
love
mind
you,
control
bucket.
facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
For real.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Oh,
over
do I
another
hit the
human
on
life.
switch or do I hit
For
the
he
off
and the bucket
switch?
would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
I gotta do the good ending.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy,
I mean, if
freed
it's the
themselves from the
final
tyrannical
run,
grip of
though.
the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the
What?
door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the
What?
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I thought that was the last
How
run.
wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Does the
Stanley
game
clutched the
actually
bucket
end?
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, motherfucker. I don't think there's really any other endings. I don't think there's really anything else to be had. There might be more endings that we haven't seen yet. I mean, we've seen most of them. Probably not all the bucket endings, but I don't know. What other bucket endings could we have had? Oh, we did that. I don't know. We could have went into the broom closet without the bucket. But as far as that is, I think there's no more endings. GG's, chat. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.